Hello, there's been some recent updates with regards to Paysafe that we Paysafe investors really ought to pay attention to. The stock was absolutely flying on Friday after the big announcement, yet it got pummeled right back down towards the end of the day and still ended up 6% in the green. That despite a massive tech stock sell-off on Friday yet again. Paysafe in a month went up big and was at one point up 35%, but then receded with the wider market to where it's at right now, around 16% up in a month. That is quite a move up. Now, with all things considered, we are now seeing our stock trading between the $2.50 and the $4.38 range. Now, are we going to see Paysafe stock drop back to the twos, or are we going to rise up and smash through the $4 barrier? Stay tuned for a quick update, quick drill, and more. Keep it simple. Well. On Thursday, April the 7th, after the market closed, Paysafe announces a new CEO. Holy smokes.
I'm jacked.
I'm jacked to the tits!
Good.
The former FIS president and fintech industry leader, Bruce Lowthers, appointed Chief Executive Officer of Paysafe with mandate to scale, I repeat, scale the company, and he succeeds Philip McHugh. Together with this, the company again reaffirms the guidance for the first quarter and full year 2022. This is big, and it's no wonder the market took a liking to this initially on the outset. Bruce Lowthers has been appointed CEO and Executive Director of Paysafe. He will join the company by May the 1st, and he will succeed Philip McHugh, who is stepping down as CEO and as a member of the company's board of directors. That means Philip McHugh is in effect gone. So, the CEO transition builds on the recent appointment of Daniel Henson as the non-executive chairman, which was announced in March. And if you recall, Daniel Henson replaced Bill Foley as Paysafe's chairman. Bruce Lowthers commented, Paysafe has a highly differentiated and innovative payments offering and is at the forefront of enabling improved payment experience for both businesses and consumers around the world. I am excited by the significant growth opportunities ahead for Paysafe and by the financial outcomes and value we can achieve for our customers, employees, and shareholders as we scale the global business. I am thrilled to be joining the talented Paysafe team at such a pivotal time, and it is a big pivotal time. We have seen the stock price tank to $2. I mean, come on, how low can a stock go?
But if you didn't understand the company, if you're just buying on the fact the stock had gone from 26 to 16 and then it went to 10, what would you do when it went to 9? What would you do when it went to 8? What would you do when it went to 7? This is the problem that people have, is they sell stocks because they didn't know why they bought it, then it went down, and they don't know what to do now. Do you flip a coin? Do you walk around the block? What do you do?
The fundamentals of Paysafe are looking very strong now that Paysafe has added Bruce Lowthers as CEO. And why am I bullish on Bruce Lowthers? Well, before Paysafe, Bruce Lowthers was the FIS president. Holy smokes, do you see the connection with Bruce and Daniel Henson, and then going all the way back to Bill Foley? So even though Bill Foley has stepped down as chairman of Paysafe, we can clearly see he is pulling some strings behind the scenes. And if the new Paysafe team, in the form of chairman and CEO, continue the Bill Foley playbook, we can see Paysafe has a huge potential growth in the future if they can match anything that FIS has done in the past. And why am I so bullish on Bruce Lowthers? Well, here is a snippet of his interview last year when he was still the president of FIS, and you can see his visions for moving forwards in the fintech space.
We now need to really embrace that technology to accelerate and even drive further. But the third point, and probably the final of the three aspirations, is for us to truly establish ourselves as a global company. While today we do business in well over 100 countries, what we really are focusing on is the top 10 GDP countries and how do we really grow and scale in those marketplaces. And I think that's something that people have heard me talk about for the last couple of years. And for us, it's really bringing a focus to that. Bruce, you're running a $14 billion business. It's a very big business, but you're a startup guy. So how do you go from being a startup guy to running a large organization? And I joke all the time of, I don't really know how to do the large organization. So we just carried forward, let's just keep running it like a startup. And now it's just $1 billion startup.
To summarize, the future is looking very bright for Paysafe, with the outlook looking extremely positive. If they can reach the analyst prediction of 9 cents a share for earnings in 2022, this will amount to a 20x PE for next year. This is very attractive for a fintech company which is growing very rapidly in the iGaming US market. Not to mention that insiders have scooped up stock during its lows last month, including Canay Holdings, who are the largest owner, who picked up an additional $22 million worth of Paysafe stock. But don't take that as the Bible, because we know as long-term investors the short-term price volatility swings don't matter, especially if you have found a company with solid fundamentals. But if you are looking for short-term plays, then the question of how low can a stock go really should be on your mind.
Is a lot of times people buy on the basis the stock has gone down this much. How much further can it go down? Here's another one you hear all the time. It's $3. How much can I lose? I've had people call me up saying, I'm thinking of buying the stock at $3. How much can I lose? Well, again, you may need a piece of paper for this, but if you put if you put $20,000 in a stock at 50, or your neighbor put $20,000 at 50 into the stock, and you put $20,000 in at 3, and it goes to 0, you lose exactly the same amount of money. Everything. And people say it's 3. How much can I lose? Well, if you put $1 million on it, you can lose $1 million. Just the fact that stock, this may be a reason to research a stock. The fact that stock is 3 down from 100 doesn't mean you should buy it.
So, moving forwards, the next earnings call will be key in seeing the upward trend and trajectory that I believe the stock price is likely to go on for the rest of 2022. Thanks for watching, and please note, I'm extremely bullish on Paysafe, and even more so now that the shake-up in the management has already happened. The future is looking extremely bright. Leave me a comment as to where you think Paysafe will be come the end of this year. If you found this video informative, then please do me a favor and just consider subscribing to the channel so you get an update when the next video is uploaded. I am a simple trader and will simply see you in the next one.